A novel, with its layered plot, characters, and emotions, can often feel complex to readers of different ages. One creative way to make its essence accessible is by explaining it in the form of a comic book. Comic books act as a visual gateway to literature, transforming the understanding of a novel into an experience that is both playful and profound.
Lonely? Lonely? Allahabad, 1998. The sun is a pale ghost behind a curtain of wintry dawn murk. On the veranda of a grand, decaying bungalow, three figures are huddled against the chill. It is Mina Foy's 55th birthday, but the celebration is secondary to the morning's most vital negotiation, the menu. Ba, growing deaf but never quiet, suggests pilau paratha, while the crows outside scream into the gray light. Above them, a stained plaster bust of a European gentleman looks on with an air of foolish snobbery, splattered by the very birds that herald the day. The domestic debate is interrupted by the shrill, toad-like TRR 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 of the telephones. It is Manav calling from afar. Dadaji, resplendent even at dawn in his formal navy blazer, snatches the desk phone while Mina Foy lifts the extension. They learn that young Sonia, studying in the distant frozen hills of Vermont, is weeping. She says she is lonely, Manav reports. In the Allahabad bungalow, where no one has ever eaten a meal alone or woken without the sound of the cook's arrival, the word lonely sounds like a foreign language. Thousands of miles away, the cowboy world of Hewitt College is a landscape of cold transitions and international nights. Sonia stands in a cramped phone booth, her voice a tiny thread. She speaks of tomato tigers, curry powder on English muffins, and the crushing weight of the coming winter. To her family, her ballooning thoughts are a luxury of the board. Dadaji barks into the line, "Do some jumping jacks. If I hadn't left the life I was born to, you'd be married at 16 in Nadiad, not crying over macaroni." Dadaji finds the idea of wandering lonely as a cloud so absurd it nearly dislodges his dentures. He reminds them all of their world tour, the lost muffler at Machu Picchu, the disappointing sauces of Paris, and the fire alarm he dismantled in a hotel room to cook lentils. They had seen the world and found it lacking in respect for Indians, deciding finally that the big world was best kept small. "Why lonely?" he asks Sonia before the line goes dead. "Americans are friendly. A lady once chased us down just to return our bananas." After the call, silence settles back into the bungalow, thick as the dust that the ayah sweeps from the steps. The dust is everywhere, clogging the insect screens, sanding the typewriter keys, and turning Mina Foy's spit a beige gray. Ba and Dadaji look at Mina Foy with a silence that tastes of blame. Her 6-month marriage, ended decades ago, was labeled unlucky. In this family, misfortune is a stain that never washes out. It is simply folded away into black tin trunks and ignored until the next birthday. As a birthday treat, the family's ambassador car is soaked and washed like a prized buffalo. Dadaji is dropped off at the colonel's house on Thornton Lane for his ritual chess match, looking sharp in his blazer and red tie. Meanwhile, the women proceed to the State Bank of Baroda. Mina Foy wears her purple birthday sari and her blue rubber chapals, her mind drifting to the gentle pre-dawn moments when she allows herself a sliver of kindness in the dark. Deep in the morgue-like basement of the bank, Mina Foy climbs a shaky ladder to retrieve the family treasures. Inside gray cotton wool and crispy disintegrating plastic bags lie the sleeping gems, cloudy rubies, knobby pearls, and the Kundan diamonds from Mina Foy's returned dowry. Ba counts them with a sanguine spirit, though the ghost of a lost Burmese ruby, the size of a pigeon's egg, vanished in 1942, still haunts her. The most beautiful set will be for Sonia, Ba says, her voice heavy with a forced sense of duty. Mina Foy remembers trying a bracelet on Sonia years ago, the clasp refusing to let go until it scraped the girl's skin. Now Ba mops her lip and tells Mina she is fortunate for not caring about dressing up. A stab of hate pierces Mina. How would she know if she liked dressing up? The life that would require it was stolen from her at 22. They bundle the gems back into their dingy boxes, the bond between mother and daughter momentarily frayed by the cold light of the vault. Dinner is a formal affair served in pajamas and robes. The galawat kebabs, prepared from a secret recipe given by a client with gout, are the centerpiece. Ba rescues the last potato for Dadaji, a gesture that somehow links back to the loss of the Burmese ruby. Mina Foy sits in a pool of melancholy, picking a stray fried onion from the tablecloth. Her birthday has passed without a word from the missionaries or her niece. As the meal ends, she counts out her father's vitamins, noticing a headline on the tray's newspaper liner about a boy raised by wolves. Dadaji has a plan. During chess, the colonel mentioned a grandson in America, a boy with a master's degree and no wife. Dadaji sees a way to settle an old financial debt the colonel owes him. "Let's take the remaining kebabs over tomorrow," he declares. If Sonia is lonely, the solution is a match. The family prepares to visit the colonel's residence, carrying a silver platter of kebabs. Looking at the photograph of the handsome, haughty grandson, Mina Foy realizes that in their world, loneliness is not a feeling to be felt, but a problem to be solved with a strategic move.